Well, good morning. We are out for a nice walk today. We're up on Pratmak Hill. We're going to enjoy ourselves a good walk. The sun is out and I feel great. Today, I want to talk to you about different ways that I create passive income. I talk a lot about dividend stocks here on this channel because it is my primary way that I earn passive income and I travel the world. But there are other ways. And I want to explain to you today how bonds work and how I invest in bonds. Look, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not. But I can tell you how I invest my money, how I make passive income so I can travel this way around the world year round now, going on a third year of full-time travel. I'm also going to talk to you about a great place to get a bite to eat today. Oh man. Many of you, the last time that I went here, you were like, where's this location at? And more information about it. It is a great buffet. Today, we're going to be walking through an area of Pattaya that has a lot of Indian and also Middle Eastern influence. And so that's the kind of food and also the kind of tea that we're going to get. I'm going to show all that to you today. I'm looking forward to talking to you about bonds, what they are, and how I invest in them. Let's get going. Let's talk first about what bonds are. Companies, cities, states, even countries, they often take on debt. They take on debt to pay their bills. They take on debt to grow and build themselves, to grow new factories, to grow new infrastructure projects. When they do that, those debts come in the form of big loans that come from finance institutions, finance organizations. Now, those loans have to get paid back. How are they going to pay those back? Well, they might pay those back by way of charging you and I taxes, okay, or charging you and I higher costs for the products that they make. That's for companies, or if it's like a city, they're going to charge taxes. But there's another way. They can take that loan and break it up. They break that loan up into little pieces and they call those bonds. And then they sell those bonds to you and I. Why would they do that? And why would we buy debt? Well, the idea is that over time, over years, those companies or those cities, those states, those countries are going to thrive. They're going to grow. And as they do that, they pay you for buying their debt. That is the yield on those bonds. Sometimes the yield can be really good. Sometimes it's just so-so. But either way, adding bonds to my portfolio has given me diversification. And that's important to me. I don't want to be all in one avenue of investing. I want to diversify. And bonds are another way to earn passive income. Are they risky? Some are risky, some are not so risky. You can actually do research on different bonds, but I am going to show you how I invest. That's all I can talk about. I'm going to show you how I invest in bonds and how I get paid to own bonds. This area of Pattaya is really interesting. You get to kind of see a little taste of India. Check this out. Okay. This is nice. And this is for coffee, for tea? Tea. Okay, I'll do one of those. Okay. That sounds great, yeah. Just fascinating to see the process step by step. All the years that I worked in the Middle East, I saw lots of different ways of generating coffee and tea, and I love trying all of them. Some of them were on the side of the road for truckers. Some of them were in little stands that people set up. And I have videos actually up from those years when I was working in Saudi Arabia and other Middle Eastern countries as well. And that's why when I see these kinds of stands, it's kind of nostalgic for me. I enjoy coming and trying it. And here's, of course, the mixing of the tea. And this is delicious, by the way. Just a nice bit of cream and a nice bit of sugar with that as well. Look at that. Oh, that looks fantastic. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Creamy, a little bit of sugar in there. Just what a cool area this is. Oh man, that's good. That's really good. By the way, if you are going to be traveling and you're considering having healthcare insurance, travel healthcare while you're traveling, check out the first link in my description to get more information on travel healthcare. There are 3 stocks that I added to my stock portfolio that are filled with a variety of different bonds. I'll put them down here so that you can look at them and you can do research on them as well. What these do is they go out and they take bonds from cities, states, they take overseas company bonds, they take bonds from American companies all over the world, and they diversify them into one package. That way, if there are any problems that occur in the future, maybe one company has a problem paying money on their bond, maybe a city has a problem, the whole portfolio doesn't fall apart. Similar to how ETF works, but in a different way, using bonds. They also use other avenues of making money as well, but bonds are a big part of them. So again, these are the 3 that I use. They contain a diversified spread of bonds, some from cities and states, some from companies, some from overseas companies, and they pay me to own them, just like a dividend yield. That's how I invest in bonds. Instead of going out and actually finding 1 or 2 bonds that I like to diversify. And this spreads out the risk so that in the long run, if certain companies have a problem, I don't lose my retirement income. I want to diversify. So many of you have been asking me about this restaurant. This is here in Pattaya, the Iranian buffet. A great place to go to. I recommend it. So they are open for dinner, 250 baht, and it is an all-you-can-eat location for a fantastic buffet-style meal. And it's Middle East cuisine, absolutely delicious, the friendliest people. The owner loves to just like talk to me about the food, show me everything. Just a great person. Fantastic. Oh my word. A great variety of meats, vegetables, all the side dishes, everything. With the rice?
It's rice mix. And
yep. That sounds great. That sounds very good. Okay, good.
Potato, chicken.
Oh, my word. Incredible. What a nice guy. He likes to show me like how to mix things together and try different dishes. Very nice. The other family members work here as well. I definitely recommend this place. Very casual. They have tea. They have ice cream at the end. It's all part of one price. Just fantastic. Bring your appetite. I'll tell you that much, because you will get full here. I love coming here. I try all the different side dishes. I like to try a little bit of everything. The lentils, oh man, I love it. Here's a nice round one. Let's face it, this is probably all I'm going to be able to eat. And then on the side here, I grab some of the little flatbreads. Oh, so good. I try a little bit of everything. That's really the best way to go, is I just try a little bit of everything. They have a full salad as well with a lot of different toppings that you can put on, different sauces, different things like that. So just bring your appetite, come down. There's plenty of seating here if you have a group. I think this is one of the best places in Pattaya to go get a nice dinner. Again, this is the Iranian buffet. Great place, 250 baht. The next thing that I want you to think about when it comes to bonds is taxes. If you are not using a CPA right now, I will just offer a suggestion to use a CPA. It costs me about a little bit over $100, and my CPA does my taxes every year. Everything is done online. I sign them online. I even pay all my taxes online. These days, it's so easy to travel the world the way I do, and you can connect to all of your financial institutions, do all your taxes, pay whatever obligations you have. It's becoming so easy to travel and live your life financially online. Getting a CPA helps. One thing that I do with my CPA is every year I ask them, how are my investments looking? Should I be making some changes? Am I paying too much in tax here or over there? Use them. Even if they charge you an hour of their time, it's worth it. Why? Because they are the tax experts, not us. They research all the changes that happen in the tax code in your country. That way they can give you real advice. All right, real advice on how to make changes in your investments so you pay less taxes. And bonds is one way that I do that, and it's worked out well for years. Having some bonds in my portfolio has kept my taxes down because the income that I earn on these bonds, they're not taxed very much at all. I want to not only earn passive income, but I want to shelter that passive income from taxes. Otherwise, it just gets gobbled up. And one way I do that is with these bond portfolios. They work well for me. Saving money on taxes is a part of this travel lifestyle because I don't want to take the money that I earn and just hand it back to the government in the form of taxes. I want to keep it and use it to fund my lifestyle. Still exploring this part of the community. I'll show you where this is located. And we have here the amount of advertising this place does. Letters on a door. That's it. This is an Indian buffet that's designed for big groups. So you get the local workers that come in here, the Indians that are working here in this community, and then also you get the buses that come through with large amounts of tourists. And I found this place just by accident, and I've been coming here every time I come to Pattaya. It's basically $6, all you can eat, fantastic Indian food. They've got chicken curry here, fish curry, paneer, which is like the tofu curry. Fantastic. Everything is delicious. Not too spicy, but they have everything on the side if you want to spice it up. And this is just great. Are you kidding me? $6. If you want, go up and get some more. Not that I'm going to need to. This is plenty, but delicious. This is a great way to go. You can eat low cost. You just have to explore. That's why it helps that I like to walk. I find these places. There's a lot of low cost, great places to eat in Pattaya. Traveling overseas like this, I want to live a quality life. It doesn't have to be quantity. It doesn't have to be luxury. I just want to live a quality life. And this is part of how I do that. I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. Today we got a chance to talk about another avenue that I use to make passive income, and that's bonds. And I'm glad we got a chance to cover these. If you want to know more about this lifestyle, about traveling full-time around the world, low cost and with one backpack, like and subscribe to the video and come along, because this is what we talk about. If you want to know more about the great sandals that I wear that have gotten me through years of travel, there's a link in the description for those as well. If you want to know more about the backpack that has gotten me through 7 years now, 7 years of fantastic travel, well, there's a link in the description that shows you the whole family of backpacks and the one that I use as well. Okay, I'm gonna stop and get myself a set of pull-ups right here. We will talk again soon. Aloha. I thought I was safe on the back roads of Pattaya, but then he saw me. The ninja attack cat
of Pattaya. Look at them. This is how they pretend they're a statue. So you walk right by them. It's part of their ninja stealth training. The ninja attack cat of Pattaya. Oh, look at. There's another ninja cat. He flanked me. Came up beside me. I'm done for. The ninja attack cats of Pattaya.